Alrighty, so today we're going to be working on questions 18 through 19. And then tomorrow we'll do 20 through 21, finishing up the pre-calculus test that you guys just had. So we're going to start with number 18. Now this is solving equations in terms of x. Well, solving the equations for x. And it also has a note for trigonometric functions. Restrict the domain to 0 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 2 pi. Now they do this because a trigonometric function often looks something like this, where it starts at 0 and then it'll have a peak here at pi over 2. It'll have, this is not a great drawing, but if I actually start it at the right area, we can get it to look more like a trigonometric function, where it's starts at 0, has a peak at pi over 2, zeroes out again at pi, has a trough at pi over 3, or 3 pi over 2, and then has another 0 at 2 pi. Now the reason they cut it off at 2 pi is because a trigonometric function, if I can draw it correctly, will just keep going forever. So you'll technically have infinite answers for a trigonometric function, but they just want you to restrict it from 0 to 2 pi so you can get a concrete answer. So number 18. The function is a trigonometric function of 2 cosine x plus 6 equals 5. Alrighty, so all we're doing here is solving the equations for x. Now let's see how we're going to do this. First, I want to move the 6 to the other side so that we can get the x to be isolated. So we get 2 cosine of x is equal to -1. And then we're going to have to half both sides, and we get cosine of x equals -1/2. Now we have to find when cosine of x is equal to -1/2. So I'm going to draw a quick unit circle here. Hopefully you guys have this memorized. Let's get it down to right there. Draw some lines. I'll pause real quick so that I can get the lines down and you guys don't have to watch my struggling. As you can see, I gave up on trying to draw the unit circle and just copy and pasted it into the actual thing. But what we're trying to find here is when cosine, which on the unit circle is the x-coordinate, is equal to -1/2. And as we can see here, it is equal to -1/2 right here at 120 degrees, or 2 pi over 3. And then right here at 240 degrees, or 4 pi over 3. So, given that, we have found our answer for x to be either 2 pi over 3 and 4 pi over 3. So we're going to write that down real quick. X is equal to 2 pi over 3 and 4 pi over 3. And we can validate this on, once again, the on Desmos, where we get 2 cosine x. There's a graph for 2 cosine x. Plus 6 equals 5. Now, it is really weird. Let's see if we can put this in terms of more options. Let's see. We'll restrict the x-axis from 0 to 2 pi, which gives us these values here. Now, we can't check these values because it's really weird. As you can see, it kind of goes pretty much infinitely. But right here is our 2 pi over 3. You can see it's slightly less than pi, and we have our 4 pi over 3, where is slightly greater than pi. So yeah, those are our 2 x coordinates. The next question, number 19, asks us to find x for the function 1/9 of x plus 4, sorry, 1/9 to the x plus 4 is equal to 3 to the x plus 1. Now the first thing I'm seeing here is that 9 is the square root of 3. So we can actually get that in terms of 3 if we take 9 and put it to the -1/2. Or sorry, this is, my bad, this is 3 to the -2 times x plus 4, which is equal to 3 to the x plus 1. And you can see this here, if we remove the negative, we get 1 over 3 squared to the x plus 4. And if we square that, we get 1 over 9 to the x plus 4. So now that we have the same bases, we can simply cancel these out, giving us -2 times x plus 4 is equal to x plus 1. Distributing out here, we get -2x minus 4, sorry, minus 8 is equal to x plus 1. Now getting the x's to both sides, what we're going to do here is we're going to add 2x to both sides to get 3x. So let me make that simpler here. 2x, which gives us -8 is equal to 3x plus 1. And we're now going to subtract 1 from both sides to get 3x equals -9. Divide both sides by 3 to get x is equal to -3. Therefore, this equation here is solved for x, which is -3. And I'll box these in here as well. Give you guys a quick look so you can see. 18 and 19 are not that difficult. Certainly a walk in the park compared to 15 through 17. So don't be afraid of these on the test. Alrighty.